Hello, everybody. It's Roadblock here. We're on the free to play. I have just swapped over from doing a shard pull over on the main account. I'm pulling for the double legendary event. So that video should be coming out soon. I implore you guys to check that out. But we're here on the free to play account now. Just wanted to give you a big update that I'm super excited to do, and I saved it for you guys. We are ready to 6-star Sun Wukong finally. So let me just check his gear real quick, because I think I did put decent gear on him. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna remove that gear. um, so remove and sacrifice. I'll pay that silver cost, no problem. And there we go. We've got Sun Wukong up to 6 stars. I'm gonna have to spend the rest of my night probably leveling him. And check it out. Boom, fully ascended. Let's go ahead and get a banner on him as well. I think a little disappointed on my banner options here. I'll probably go an attack banner just because it's 5-star. I'd love to have. Do I need more accuracy for him to land brimstone more? We'll give him a little accuracy banner for now. Got some extra speed on there. I'll thrilled about that. 100 accuracy, that's not too bad. We'll put that on him for now. I still need to level him up before I can do anything with him, including arena tonight. So kind of picked a bad time to do that one, if I'm being honest. But you know, it is what it is. So, all right, that's the big update on the account. Been grinding away at that. Missions, we are stuck until Sunday, so we can't do the Superior Void. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't have all that much to talk about, right? We talked about Live Arena last time. Um, and, just isn't too much going on the account. But I do want to say, I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you guys for all the support that you've been providing me, all the positive comments, all the subscribers, all of that has been it's been making me very happy. For lack of a better word, you guys are just making me feel like I'm doing some good and I'm helping you guys out. One thing I want to say is that I am not perfect. I am flawed just like everybody else. I'm not the biggest know-it-all in Raid. I've only been playing it for a little over a year. And there are going to be things that I overlook. However, I would say that if you're going to give me a comment, which I'm happy to receive, and you want to point out something I overlooked or something I overlooked, something I missed, or just kind of be like, hey, what are you doing? Like I'm happy to receive the criticism is the word I'm looking for, right? I'm okay with that. Please try to construct it in like a more positive manner. I mean, it's very easy for me to overlook things. I'm filming these on the fly. I don't have a script in front of me. I don't have anything, really going. I'm just clicking play and then I'm talking to a camera and hoping that I say something positive and I can help people learn more about Raid Shadow Legends. Because while some of you that are watching have probably been playing the game for a long time, there are a lot of people out there that have just never touched this game. And, I came into it a year ago and felt overwhelmed, and they've added so much more content since then. I came in before Sand Devil, before Fire Knight, before Hard Mode Dungeons. I came in before Iron Twins. I came in before Live Arena. Let's see. Well, I guess that's it, really. Yeah. And so there's a lot of content that for new players to really get a grasp on. So, I'm totally open to feedback, but if you're just gonna come at me with and try to be insulting about it, I'm not gonna respond to you because it's just it's not really worth my time, you know. But if you want to come and be respectful and say, hey, you didn't think about this or you missed this, then absolutely, you're right. And I will own up to that. And I'll sit there and I will paste your comment on my video and say, hey, this guy told me I'm wrong. And you know what? He's right. I am wrong about this. And here's why. But if you're just going to come at me and try and insult me and make fun of me, like, I ain't about that. So to all the people that have been in my comments, leaving positive feedback, thank you so much. You're really keeping me motivated and keeping this going. And it's a lot of fun for me. And I'm glad to be able to record these videos and do these types of things. So with that out of the way, I do want to do something crazy. So I've been thinking about this all day long. There's a double legendary event. Okay, so what does this mean? So they explain it on here, but I'm going to explain it anyways. Double legendary event means that there's no bonus. We talked about, remember, I pulled a whole bunch of shards during a 2x event. That meant that there was a double the chances of me pulling a legendary or an epic. And epics are what I really, really want right now. This is a double legendary event. So what that means is if I pull a legendary, I get a second one. I want to be clear about this. As a free-to-play player, I am telling you, if you're a free-to-play player, do not pull shards for this. And I'm saying that as a disclaimer now, because I don't know what's going to happen in these 12 shards, and I don't want to mislead anybody. However, I feel pretty confident about my mercy. So let's talk about mercy real quick. So the mercy system basically says that if I was to pull 200 ancient shards without a legendary, for every subsequent ancient shard, I get an increased 5% to pull a legendary. It's 20 for epics. That's why during that last 2x, I was like, I'm got to be due for an epic. Because 20, we pulled 50 shards, right? So, and that was during a 2x. So my chances were even higher. You'd think I'd get a better rate than, 1 every 20. So, now, mercy really doesn't benefit you at 50 or 70. But when you hear us talk about, like, oh, my mercy is at this, it's kind of this mentality, right? Like I have a 1 in, what would it be, 200 and then 20 chance, so of definitely getting a legendary. So when I feel like I've been pulling a lot of shards, or actually no, that's not even the right odds. What am I trying to say here? So I've got a 0.5% chance. And so it's kind of like this false mentality, right? As you pull more and more shards, right? You're like, oh, I'm getting closer. So it's going to come. It's going to come, right? It's got to, yeah, right? Because, you've got a, 1 in 200 chance to pull a legendary. So as you get closer to that 200 shards, you're like, I gotta be due, right? Right? So, so what I'm about to do, which I'm going to pull these ancients during this event, I don't recommend you to do. And I could come up with a big fat 12 rares that I'm, going to feed. And I'm doing it for a couple different reasons. One, it's content. I want to do something fun for you guys. I feel like the last several episodes, I'm like, well, not pulling any shards today. Hey, still not doing anything fun today. Just leveling up champions, grinding away, doing missions. And, I want to do something entertaining and fun for you guys and kind of like explore a new area or new content. That's why I was like super excited to film yesterday's episode where we did the live arena, and I got in there and I was like, oh, I cannot do live arena. So I just want to kind of keep it fresh and fun for you guys. So that's the one reason why I'm pulling here. And two, we're kind of far away from another 2x event. I don't have that many ancient shards to pull, which sounds counterintuitive. You know, you'd love to be able to have, like on my main account, I had a stockpile of 120 ancient shards. That's where you want to be when you're looking, staring down the barrel of a double legendary event, right? You're like, oh, sweet, I'm going to pull, you know, 60, 70 shards or something and maybe get a legendary, right? But my thought process is like, by the time the next 2x event comes around, I'm going to have acquired more shards. Um, and so I kind of just want to pull because it would really change the account. Number 3 reason, I don't really have anybody else that I want to level right now. So Soulbound Bowyer, Armiger, Eris, those are the 3 like top champions that I would be looking to 6-star next. And Soulbound Bowyer is a great champion. So is Eris, and so is Armiger. But, you know, I would love to have somebody, you know, maybe a little more exciting, maybe somebody that could contribute a little bit more to the account overall. And so that's kind of my thought process here. Like, maybe I get somebody, you know? So I just wanted to put out that disclaimer that I do not advise you guys to go pulling your shards during this event. It's a fun event. It's an exciting event. If you proc and you do get a double legendary, it's great. If you saw I don't think I ever released my disappointing video when I didn't get anything during the sacred one where it was a double legendary. But man, that hurt. That hurt my wallet and it hurt my spirit. So, you know, and this could hurt my spirit too, but at least I pulled some shards, which I haven't been able to do in a while. So I hope I've been giving you guys enough fair warning, like, hey, you know, don't go pulling shards for this event. Wait for the 2x. It's your best chance. And really, epics are kind of what we want right now. Legendaries are great. Would be super excited to get one, but epics are really going to help the account more right now. If we kind of look at my account as an example, I've got 10 epic books ready to go. You want to give me a good epic in this? Great. There we go. They're going to be booked out very, very quickly. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Without any further blabbing, let's go ahead and get started on this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull 2. And if I'm being honest, I can't really think of any rares that I really want right now. Pretty much Coffin Smasher would have been the last rare, other than Void rares. Like, I would love a Cold Heart, okay? But, you know, this is kind of it. And I will hopefully get an epic during this too. If I go all rares, that's going to be pretty sad. But, you know, I'd like to be able to try and swing an epic out of this if possible. So, and again, I could just come up a big fat 0, which is kind of what we're trending towards. You know, but I figured it would be kind of fun. So far, not excited about any of these rares. Greybeard's a decent rare. I don't know that I need him on my account at this point, but he is a pretty decent rare. He brings some crowd control, which is really nice on an AoE attack. He brings a shield buff, which is nice. For 2 turns on a 6-turn cooldown, a 4-turn one booked. Yikes. But like, he's a farmable champion, I believe. So I ran Greybeard on my free-to-play, one of my other free-to-play accounts, and he came in very, very handy for me. So he's definitely one of the ones that I would keep an eye on, because I think he was defense-based too. I probably should have looked. Well, looks like we're going to come up with a big old L for this video, but, you know, I wanted to pull the shards and try and do something fun. Who did we get here? Let's go, dude! Let's go. I understand this isn't a legendary, which is kind of what we're looking for here. This is an epic. This is an epic I've been waiting for a long time, guys. Husk is really, really solid. First of all, he's HP based, so he's easy to build. You can keep him alive for a while. He has a chance to for provoke. Granted, I'm not really running Hydra yet, or at least not seriously running Hydra, but this is a really, really great Hydra champion, and now I have access to him. But what I'm excited about is that he's bringing enemy max HP damage. I don't have a hero that does that yet. Is he going to be in my clan boss team? I don't know. Probably not. But the fact that I now have access to enemy max HP damage, um, I can go and try and build him kind of like a mini Cold Heart. He doesn't hit as hard as Cold Heart would with her single target nuke, but he does an AoE HP enemy max HP attack. So, like you can see right here, this is a good epic to pull. Like compared to all the other epics I've been pulling so far, this is a good epic to pull. Plus, you get some stun chance in there. He's not really going to change the game for me in too many areas, but for dungeons, I really think I'm going to get some value out of this guy. Plus, he could help me in Doom Tower when Magma Dragon comes around as well. So, yeah, really, really excited about this pull. Like I'm not gonna get a legendary out of this, which we were kind of hoping for, but to get a husk, like I'll take that. This is a good champion, and I can definitely see some value coming out of it. We don't talk about his A3, but to get that A2 going, yeah, I'm excited about this champion. I am gonna pull all the shards because I told you I would, and we got one more. And there we go. Hey, you know what? I'll take a husk. And that's kind of why I did it, right? You pull a couple shards, you see what you get. To get a husk, I have somebody to work towards, somebody to work on, right? We just got Sun Wukong leveled up. We can now start working on Husk. He's kind of viable. Not he's not a mainstay in the arena, but because of the stun on the his A2, he's definitely has some value that you could get out of him there. You up it to a 45, 55, 60% chance um of landing that stun. That's not bad. Now it's on a full 4 turn cooldown. I might consider reflex gear and turning off his A3. If I don't know how much reflex gear I really have. Um, yeah, not much to speak of. He might end up in a relentless set, just like Coffin Smasher. Interestingly, Coffin Smasher is an HP champion, so he's probably holding on to my best HP gear. But I really think Husk is going to help me quite a bit in dungeons. I think he does bring. It's easier to find them in here. I think he brings a 2 times hitter on the A1. Yeah, so not terrible in Fire Knight either. Um, he'll help me get through a lot of the waves, um, and things like that. So pretty decent champion to pull. I'm excited about him. We'll see how he goes. I do use him on my main account in Hydra quite a bit, for certain areas. Like for certain, like he's not in my main team anymore because I pulled a Molly, but he is somebody that this is Molly. She has a really good taunt, a provoke. Um, but yeah, I'll take that. I'm excited about that. So hey, we have a new legendary or a new epic to work on, right? This is the first epic since Deacon. So I'm gonna start getting to work on him, and now we kind of have a goal. So I might even consider him in Clan Boss. I mean, I know Clan Boss has some mitigation for enemy max HP, but overall, I've been a little bit disappointed with the damage output of Apothecary. Now, obviously, he's not a damage dealer. I know this. In fact, just so you guys know, before the video, I got Phantom Touch on him. I got a blessing in the shop for him. So I'm hoping that that's going to increase his damage quite a bit. But um, with Sun Wukong being 6 stars now, he'll have his masteries soon enough. When he's fully mastered, we're going to see a big boost in damage from him thanks to War Master. I will eventually have to change his masteries to a PvP based, but because Clan Boss is the focus, I want to get War Master on him. Um, but I could certainly see my team changing, and I might be taking Apothecary out. Sun Wukong will definitely come out at some point with Eris going in. Um, at least in the place. So what I'd love to see would be Deacon, Kale, Coffin Smasher, Eris, and Petrifier. Um, those would be kind of my preferred choices of champions. Um, but I really didn't want to just keep putting so much energy into rares. Like I know they're important early on, um, but and Petrifier would have probably increased my damage quite a bit, but I just don't know how well I would be able to keep her alive. So, um, I will take a look at Husk. Let's look at his reviews real quick. 4.5 on Demon Lord. All right, I'm gonna investigate here. Maybe I'm missing something there because it's a guilty habit. Yeah, see, they give him a 2 star on Hell Hades. Um, I know that I tend to overlook him, um, or I tend to overlook HP based, enemy max HP based damage on Clan Boss. I remember thinking that Newt wouldn't have been that good, but Newt is amazing in Clan Boss. So, it's a all right. Well, yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. Yeah, great in Hydra, great in Shogun Grove. Okay. And yeah, he's got high ratings across most of the dungeons. Spider too, like this is a huge boost for me in Spider, especially hard mode Spider, because he's gonna do a lot as far as nuking down all the little babies. Um, and then he has a chance to stun all the little guys too in regular Spider. So really, really excited overall. I'm gonna call that a video though. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you're wondering how you can support me, the best way to do that would be to subscribe. I've said this before, and I don't like to beg people for subscriptions. I know that you guys understand if you like my content, you can click that button, but I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Once I get to that, I can start monetizing videos and things like that. And so, that's kind of the goal here. We're at 200 and I think 18 is I think what I'm currently at. So, if you keep those subscriptions coming, that helps me out a ton. And I'll keep the content coming for you guys. So, hey, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.